Hi folks, it's Richard from Inclusive Driving. We've got another Featherstone Driving Test Area video today. Yesterday I found out from one of my driving instructor friends, that's Chris, who works with Rio Driving School, big plug for them. He let me know about a route that one of his learners had been taken on, which is something I'd not known about before. Whether it's a very new route or whether I've just totally gone against the odds and never known about this route before. Starts off and finishes very similar to all the others, but it takes on a little bit of the A5 and the A460 heading towards Cannock. Now, I don't know those roads very well, so let's go and have a look together, and as well as actually finding out where it goes, let's talk about my thought processes as we're driving. We'll talk about what we see, what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, and let's see what this route looks like. So we're going to pretend we're coming out of the driving test centre. I'm actually parked in a lay-by just down the road so that we don't upset other learners and get in their way. But we're going to be turning right onto this national speed limit road. And we'll be taking the second turning on the right. There are two roads very close together. We've got a warning of a bend with a side road. Second turning on the right. I'm using my brake lights as my signal at the moment and putting a signal on so that I don't give the impression I'm turning into the first road. Here's the second road on the right. It's clear ahead, side road is clear, turning in. This is still a national speed limit road, a little bit of a poor road surface, so let's play dodge the pothole. Let's get some speed up. Emerging in front of me, so I'm just off the gas, just using engine braking to maintain a good braking distance, good following distance. At the end of this road we will turn left. For some reason my car is telling me that this is a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. It is not, it is national speed limit. Road sign clutter ahead. We're turning left into a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. The national speed limit sign you can see is actually for the road opposite. We've got a give way line and a give way sign. Clear to the right, good to the left. Building up massive speed until I can see over the brow of the hill. Now I've got good visibility and we're turning left at the end of the road. I can see an upside down triangle on the left warning me of a give way line. It says slowing the road several times. Road markings in the centre line are long hazard lines. We've got black and white arrow to say sharp bend to the right. Here's the end of the road, we are turning left. And clear to the right, good to the left. We're going to take the next road on the right. The warning sign on the left is telling me there's a staggered junction, so I'm expecting a turning on the left, followed by a turning on the right. That helps me find this turning, and it's just over this bridge. Approaching cautiously, quite a sharp right hand turn, clear ahead, clearing the side road. And we will be turning right at the roundabout at the end of this road. The road signs will be directing us towards Stafford. That could be a destination that's chosen by the examiner for you to follow. Let's see if there are any road signs for Stafford. excuse me, for Stafford before we get to the roundabout. It doesn't look like there are. Okay, so we're going on to a 60-mile-an-hour road, which is also a clear way, so no stopping except in an emergency. Here are the first of the road signs for Stafford, A449 heading north. We could use the left or the right lane. I've emerged into the right lane on the first roundabout. Let's stick with it for now. Still in the direction of Stafford, still a 60-mile-an-hour zone. I'm not actively overtaking, so let's move to the left. We can always overtake the white car if the white car doesn't speed up enough. 60-mile-an-hour limit, dual carriageway, short centre line, so not a terribly hazardous area. A reminder sign on the left for it being a clear way, no stopping except in an emergency. We've got a bend coming up and the centre line is changing to a hazard line. Side road on the left, we'll cut through in the middle where we could turn right. End of the hazard area, the centre line is short again. Warning of traffic lights that we can't see yet, and Stafford is straight on. So gentle braking for the red traffic light. The white car did a good speed, so I'm not going to try and overtake at this point. Keeping tyres and tarmac behind the white car. Check either side, safe to proceed. There's been nothing to tell me the speed limit has altered, so I'm assuming it's still 60. I can now see a 60 sign ahead. There's a filter lane off to the left. Hazard centre line, warning sign of traffic lights, and Stafford is still straight on. Traffic lights have gone red, no one behind me, gentle braking. These traffic lights appear to have a left filter on them. I've never seen that used here before. I've never even noticed it before, if I'm quite honest. Still in a 60 zone. A reminder sign to say no stopping, clear way. Right. The footpath is also a cycle path, so maybe there'll be cyclists trying to cross the road at some point. Let's look out for them. Reminder sign for 60 speed limit. I can see traffic lights ahead. I can see a warning sign for them as well. And Stafford is still straight ahead. Green traffic light for ahead. No one behind me at the moment. Now, I'm told that at this point we may be asked to follow signs for Cannock instead of Stafford. Now, I know that it is right at the roundabout, third exit, but let's have a look at the road sign so that we know how we work that out. Warning sign for roundabout, reduce speed now. I can see we've got countdown markers to tell us where the roundabout is. Set myself up in the right hand lane for a right turn. The diagram for the roundabout it does say Cannock is right, third exit. It's a thick road, so I'm expecting that is also a 2-lane road. Let's have a look. Right signal on approach. Doesn't look like a 2-lane road, it looks like a 1-lane. So I feel that sign is a little bit misleading. So exit 1, exit 2, left mirror check and a left signal. It is indeed a single carriageway, not a dual carriageway. And the roundabout told us that the speed limit was 50. Comes a reminder sign to say it's 50 mph as well. I'm going to set my speed limiter to 50. It's one less thing to worry about. So hazard centre line, possibly because we've got a turning for the petrol station on the left, got a driveway on the right, looks like there's a road on the right as well. P for parking on the left, watch out for people trying to join the road from there. Warning sign to tell me there's a side road on the left. Here's an interesting one. It's telling probably lorries that if they want to turn right they need to go around the roundabout all the way and head back. So that tells us that there's a roundabout coming up. And here we have a warning sign for a roundabout. And Cannock is ahead, second exit. Let's just check that on the sign. Yes, it is. Thin road at the bottom, thick road at the top, so it's probably a 2-lane road, although the last road sign didn't match up, did it? Let's have a look as we get there. I'm going to assume it's left lane because there are no road markings to tell me otherwise. The other roads coming off this roundabout were motorway entrances and exits, so we may be expecting faster moving traffic. So over the motorway, this is the entrance to the roundabout from the motorway. It says no entry for us, and it looks like the right lane would have worked as well. Now we've got dual carriageway ends and also 2 lanes merging into one, still a 50 mph speed limit. Straight on, still following signs for Cannock. Got a van a good distance behind me, so I'm not worried about the traffic lights turning red. I'm actually catching the white van up in front, so I'll just ease off the accelerator a little bit. Warning sign on the left to tell me that we are coming up to crossroads. Our road is thick, the side roads are thin, so that tells us that we are the through road. We should have priority. Of course, we never assume priority. People may always steal it from us. Lay-by on the left, so there may be traffic there, maybe cars trying to join or lorries trying to join. Still a 50 mph limit. Now this is where I don't know the road very well. I've never really been down this far with my driving instructor head on. I've been down here just for social journeys, so I've got an idea of where we are, but I've never really examined the road in this much detail. Off the gas again, the white van in front is slowing down for the lorry in front of him. There's a green sign with destinations on it. Let's see what we've got on there. It's telling me that there is a side road on the right. That's signposted Shares Hill. Cannock is still straight on. Side road to the left. car turning across me is a good distance though. New road layout ahead, still in a 50. As I understand it, we will be turning right at a roundabout fairly soon. Let's go and have a look. We've been driving for about 15 minutes so far since we left the lay-by by the test centre. So I'm expecting with a minimum test of 30 minutes that we would start heading back towards the test centre. So a right turn at this roundabout does make sense. It's 1, 2, 3, 4th exit towards Wolverhampton. I'm going to assume a position in the right hand lane. Signal on approach. I've got a coach sneaking up on my left hand side from behind. Just need to be aware of that coach when I'm on the roundabout in case it needs a bit more room. Let's have a look at our chance to join the roundabout. Got some hatch markings coming out of the centre of the roundabout. See? So we're not all the way over to the right. 1, 2. McDonald's is 3rd exit, left mirror and left signal. Can we get across? Yes. Maybe I could have moved to the left a little bit sooner there. But as long as we're checking left mirror, we're okay. We can always go around the roundabout again if there is traffic on our left. Now this road I'm not familiar with at all. It's marked as a 30 limit. I'm going to reduce my speed limiter to 30. I've got a warning sign for some traffic lights. That looks like the pedestrian crossing that we can see there. Another warning sign for a side road on the right. Hazard centre line. Car park on the left for the pub, more roads on the right. You can see another speed limit sign in the distance, that's saying 40. I'll increase my limiter to 40, but I'm not increasing my actual speed until I get to that sign. As always, let's check no one's overtaking us before we increase. Okay, there's a bus stop on the left, that's worth knowing in case we need to help somebody out or a bus is trying to move out. I understand we go ahead on this roundabout, so straight on. Let's have a look. A sign pointing to the right, there's a side road. Man in front is braking, so I'm guessing the roundabout is coming up soon. A little bit of traffic in front. Okay, Wolverhampton is ahead, 2nd exit. I'm going to guess left lane. I'm now going to, I think middle lane. Yeah, left lane is left turn only. Middle lane has got a faded a faded straight arrow. And the two vehicles in front of me are actually straddling 2 lanes. So let's have a look. The car to my left isn't signalling left, so I'm expecting maybe that's going straight on as well. Just watching out for that. Okay, we are okay. No one on our left to take up the left lane. To the next exit. Okay, traffic building up ahead, so just easing off the gas. Now at the next roundabout, I understand that we will be asked to turn left first exit towards Willenhall. I can see a warning sign to tell us that there is traffic joining us from the left. That will be traffic coming off the M6 toll road. A fair bit of traffic ahead. We've been driving about 20 minutes, and judging where I am, yes, it probably will take us approximately 10 minutes to get back to the test centre. I'm just thinking ahead to what sort of things haven't come up on this driving test. We haven't had a right turn at traffic lights yet. We've had a right turn at a big roundabout. We've had straight on at a roundabout. We haven't yet been through any kind of residential or built up areas. It's mostly been faster dual carriageways or a 50-mile-an-hour single carriageway. Just thinking ahead to where I've been told this route goes to Hilton Lane. From there, it's possible that we could go down some residential roads, but given the timing, I don't think that's likely. We'll talk about where the route could alter later on when we get back to the Cannock road. In the meantime, let's just enjoy this traffic jam. Just to make it a little bit easier for you to watch while we're in this traffic jam, I will probably speed up the footage and I'll rejoin you again when I get somewhere more exciting. So we've got traffic merging from the left. The car that's just come into view on the camera now, the driver is actually tatting on his mobile phone. So that rings alarm bells as a potential hazard. He's in front of me at the moment, which is good. If somebody's driving carelessly, I'd rather they were in front, not behind. Let's see who we can help out here. Let's try and keep pace with this silver car that's just in the left hand corner of the screen now. Holding back from the white car in front in my lane, that's just giving a kind of invitation to the silver car, the Volvo, saying, yes mate, you can come in. Got a warning sign for traffic lights and a map of the roundabout. So we definitely won't go on the motorway on a driving test. Although a driving instructor can take learners on a motorway, driving examiners are not instructors, so they cannot take you on a motorway. Coming up to about 25 minutes now. Left first exit on the roundabout towards Willenhall. For anybody who knows the area, that will take us past Hollybush Garden Centre, A462. Sign at the bottom of the traffic light pole saying no road markings. That's kind of normal for Wolverhampton, really. As we're taking first exit, let's signal left on approach. Onto a national speed limit road. Now technically this first section is dual carriageway, and then it is now single carriageway from this point. So theoretical speed limit of 60. Let's see what's safe. Got a warning of slippery road. Bend here. I'm just going to sneak over to the right a little bit just to see what's around the corner. A hill that we can't see over. National speed limit sign. Okay, a roundabout with a left and a straight on but no right. We are going straight on second exit. Warning sign for the roundabout. Let's bring the speed down. Right, 2 lanes on approach. I'm going to assume left lane goes left, right lane goes straight on, but that's not necessarily a rule. Let's just watch the car behind me, see where they're going. They're still behind, so I'm safe to do my exit. And then we're looking for a right turn onto quite a narrow country lane sort of road called Hilton Lane. I've driven down it a couple of times, but I don't know it very well. Looking at the map before I started this journey, it's quite a sharp right hand bend. And bearing in mind that this is a fast road, I think it might be this one. No, not Warstone Lane. I'm looking for Hilton Road. But we will be turning right across traffic. Right, the speed limit is reducing to 40. So we still need to be extremely cautious as we turn right. There is the warning sign for it. Early signal. Tell the car behind I'm slowing. Okay, now. Can't see over the hill very easily until we get to this point. Okay, the national speed limit road that we're turning into. I might have an opportunity after this silver van before the white van. Let's reassess. Yes, I've got room to move. National speed limit road, single carriageway, so theoretical 60. Van in front is braking. Why is he braking? There is a left-hand bend. To bring speed down, use a little bit of accelerator to get me through the bend. This could be quite nasty in the winter. The trees both sides, it's not going to get much sunlight. You can see there's already like a damp patch on here, so this could be quite icy early in the morning. Centre line is a hazard line. We've got a highways agency traffic officer in front. Let's trust he's a good driver and use him as a bit of a pace setter. Road narrows on both sides. Going over a bridge. Traffic officer is turning left. Let's just reduce our speed to give him time to go somewhere. Person on the right in high vis. Okay, I've got what looks like the top of or crest of a hill with a right hand bend. Now I've got a better view, I can pick a little bit more speed up. Still got a hazard line in the centre. Left hand bend, reduce my speed and then use a little bit of accelerator to go around it. Another person, man with a van on the right. People will need to use a little bit of our side of the road if they're coming past him. Into a left hand bend. Still national speed limit. I'm doing about 45 at the moment. Got an entrance on the left. Still hazard lines. Just reduce my speed slightly here. Got a warning sign. What does that say? Okay, straight on. Okay, side road on the left. It says slow in the road. I've got a finger post pointing to the left as well. Motorcyclist has stopped. Got a eye contact, that's good. Doing about 35 here. Okay, a little bit more built up. We've got houses on the right, a couple of parked cars. People may be using our side of the road to overtake them. Let's go with caution. And we're coming up to the Cannock Road. Upside down triangle. There we are, giveaway line that we can't see yet. Let's bring our speed down. Okay, I see where we've emerged. So it's going to be a left at this T-junction here. There was a sign to say 40-mile-an-hour speed limit, so that's the speed of traffic that we are contending with now. Now, we mentioned we hadn't had a right turn at traffic lights, didn't we? That's soon going to be rectified. I'm guessing, given the time, we've been driving just over 30 minutes. So I'm guessing that there will be a right turn at the traffic lights onto New Road. And I can see maybe how some residential roads could be incorporated into this route now. Sign on the left to say school patrol. We're going into a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. I'm expecting to turn right at the traffic light, so I'm keeping more towards the centre of the road now, using my road positioning as a signal. We have a pedestrian crossing followed by traffic lights. I can see there's a right turn lane. Let's mirror. No, cancel my signal because that's not for the traffic lights, that is for Monument Drive. Okay, we are always allowed to change our mind, aren't we? And the fact that I turned my signal off, no big deal. Just going to hold back behind this lorry. I don't want to go alongside. Lorry's out of the way, so I will now nudge forwards. So the traffic light is filter arrows for straight on and left. Now we've got permission to turn right. As it's a filter arrow, we should have a clear path. Okay, one of two things could happen here. We could go straight on towards Paradise Lane. That would be kind of doing a road that we'd already done at the very start of the test. So I am guessing it's going to be the next road on the left, turning from a 14 to a 30. Mirrors here, give the lorry behind me plenty of notice that I'm going to be slowing. You can't see the lorry, but I can. The lorry is slowing with me. And onto the residential style road. So I think this route has covered pretty much everything I would expect on a driving test. Guessing that we will be asked to turn left onto Featherstone Drive, otherwise we'd end up back on New Road, which would again be somewhere that we'd been before. Traffic calmed road. It will almost certainly be a right turn at the end of this road. Us approaching, there's plenty of room for both of us. Another cushion in the road just for speed management. End of the road, turn right. We've got a warning sign to say there are still speed humps in both directions. Closed junction. I can see quite well to the left, not so well to the right. Got a much better view now. And temporary traffic lights in operation here. Adjoining traffic not under signal control, so people coming out of the side roads have not got traffic lights. Now, thinking about the route we've just been on, nowhere really along there is there an opportunity to do a pull up on the right and reverse 2 car lengths. Nowhere really, apart from these residential roads, to do a parallel park either. So I'm guessing that this is going to be combined with either a reverse bay park on the test centre car park at the start or the end of the test, or a forwards bay park probably at the end of the test. Upside down triangle for giveaway, turning left here. The road to the right is actually closed at the moment for building work. 30-mile-an-hour limit at the moment. We've got a warning sign for cyclists that's reinforced with the next sign for shared pedestrian and cycle path. National speed limit area. No one's overtaking me, so let's increase speed. We've got hazard central line. So I'm thinking let's not hit 60 yet. We can't really see too much around the bend. Doing 50 at the moment. Now I've got more of a view. Let's push it towards 60. Let's see what it looks like further on. Still got hazard centre line. Okay, upside down triangle. Warning of a giveaway line that we can't yet see. Looks like the end of a road, slippy road. Let's bring the speed down. It's going to be a right turn at the end of this road for certain. Position to the right, watching for people cutting the corner. Right turn. This road is national speed limit still, so traffic joining us is potentially doing 60 miles an hour or more, because let's face it, most people do exceed the speed limit. And we're back to the test centre on the right. I won't pull in. We'll end the video there. So I hope that's been useful to you. That was an interesting route. Some roads that I was not really familiar with. We've explored them together. So I hope that's given you some insight into how I drive independently on roads that I'm not familiar with. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on another video very soon.